Namo Phat, good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fifth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful consumption, I vow to cultivate good health, both physical and mental, for myself, my family, and my society by practicing mindful eating, drinking, and consuming. I will ingest only items that preserve peace, well-being, and joy in my body, in my consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of my family and society. I'm determined not to use alcohol or any other items that contain toxins, such as certain TV programs, magazines, books, films, and conversations. I'm aware that to damage my body or my consciousness with these poisons is to betray my ancestors, my parents, my society, and future generations. I will work to transform violence, fear, anger, and confusion in myself and in society by practicing a diet for myself and for society. I understand that a proper diet is crucial for self-transformation and the transformation of society. Our Dharma reflection this morning is Energy and Willpower by Ajahn Thiradhammo from his book, Working with the Five Hindrances. Any form of excessive energy, physical or mental, can result in restlessness. Since it is the opposite of lethargy, sometimes the remedy of developing energy for dealing with lethargy can overshoot and lead to restlessness. At other times, we may inadvertently overstimulate energy. Some physical exercises, such as yoga or Tai Chi, which can be helpful for generating energy, can also result in overgeneration of energy, causing restlessness. Personally, I find that doing yoga exercises in the evening is too stimulating for meditation and sometimes sleep. At other times, exciting discussion, emotionally stirring reading, not to mention television and computers, can trigger off the restlessness syndrome, which is then not easy to calm. One of the most insidious sources of restlessness is willpower. I explained willpower in the last chapter as one limited way to deal with lethargy and drowsiness. How then does it lead to restlessness? Basically, this is caused by overcharged or overstimulated willpower, which is in essence an artificial form of energy with serious side effects. Willpower is generated and directed by ego-supporting, goal-oriented concepts. The ego has a concept of what it wants and directs willpower to get it. The first problem with willpower is that it is concept-bound and thus out of harmony with reality. We end up chasing a concept which doesn't match up with what is happening, and the end result is disappointment and restless dissatisfaction. The second problem is that willpower is rigidly goal-oriented, and when the goal is inevitably not reached, we again arrive at disappointment and restless dissatisfaction. The third problem is that willpower is ego-supporting, so we either remain at the ego level of practice, frustrated and restless, or, if the practice goes well, we thus upset the ego and once again arrive at disappointment and restless dissatisfaction. However, you can recognize that willpower is dominating by noticing how much I is in the story. I need more meditation. I need more concentration. I. You become more tense physically, and the mind increases in rigidity. Even a small amount of tension over a period of time intensifies inflexibility. When your body tenses up, your mind tenses up, and this can cause a restless body and restless mind. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me this morning.